Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's just an engine, so why am I looking at it? I'm not really sure. But what I can tell you is that the engines on these cabriolets at the show here have been revised, and in standard form the Cooper is getting an extra 2 horsepower. More interestingly, the Cooper S is getting nearly 10 horsepower. The new engines are now available in the cabriolets, and by next month the whole range is going to get them. A couple of other things: the bottom part of this grille has been revised, there's some interior revisions, and there's some new tail lights on the Mini. What they haven't changed is that it's still a cracking car to drive. We're sitting in one of the genuine reveals of the show. This is the new M series of saloon cars from Infiniti, their flagship model. And this particular car is the M56. It starts from about $62,000. It runs a V8 up front with 400 horsepower. Has decent performance, 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds. But of course, apart from the performance is the gadgetry. And of course, in this car, it's packed full of stuff. Also new on the car, of course, is the styling. It's much swoopier and actually sexier than before. And thank God for it, because the old M wasn't the best looking car on the planet, and I think its looks certainly held its back. If you find 62,000 is too rich for you, there's also the M37, which starts at 58,000. Pretty much the same looks, but it comes with a V6. It'll be interesting to see how these cars do in this market. Another genuine star of the show is the CTS Coupe from Cadillac. And isn't it a great looking car? The model you see before you is the V6 model, 323 horsepower and $54,000. But what I'm really interested in is the V. 556 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. Look at it. Yes, okay, it costs $84,000. Let's forget about that bit. It's still good value compared to rivals. But what a great car. Another new car we found at the show is the all-new Volkswagen Touareg. Yes, it really is all new, developed in tandem with the new Cayenne. I think it actually looks quite nice, quite hunkered down and meaty. Let us know what you think of the car on carmiddleeast.com. The new R8 V10 Spider is here, and doesn't it look pretty under the show lights? But the car that people haven't seen before, and they're getting a chance to see it for the first time, is the all-new Audi A8 Limousine. Here is a 4.2. It now has 372 horsepower. Yours for just over $110,000 as a starting price. Very clever car this, loaded with gadgetry, lots and lots of clever stuff inside the back. But the car that I'm personally getting very excited about is this, the RS5. Look at this, absolutely brilliant. 450 horsepower, 0 to 100 in about 4.5 seconds, 280 kilometers an hour, $100,000, but loose change for a car like this. Looks the business, just check it out, man. I cannot wait to have a go in this thing. We're here on the Invader stand and we're looking at this incredible car here. It's called the Invader L60. And the amazing thing that you need to know about this car is that it has 600 horsepower. Now, to tell us a little bit more about what this is and how come it's got that level of power, we have with us Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri.
Hello.
Can you tell us a bit about this car?
Absolutely. This car has been developed and produced by our company in Nagoya, where we're based. And we started development and production in July 2009. And the first car was ready and debuted at the Japanese show in Tokyo in May this year. So this one you see here is actually one of the first to be produced.
And can I just ask, is this car is based on another car, or how does it work?
Yes, this car is originally based on a Lexus 570. However, we have done a big job to make it look as unrecognizable as possible.
Yeah, I think you succeeded to quite an extent.
Thank you. That was
but tell
one
us
of
some
our
of the
goals.
key changes that you've made to the car.
I think that besides the obvious super wide body kit and the lighting equipment, it's also supercharged. And we have actually developed our own software for the ECU, which is original, by the way. We did not use Motec or any other substitutes. And this gave us extra power plus the complete exhaust system that we have installed and the regional air intake system. So it boosted up to 600 horsepower.
Wow, what's sort of the top speed on this car?
I will be honest with you, we have not measured top speed.
I think somebody here is going to try it.
Well, eventually somebody will.
It's not restricted then?
No, it's not restricted.
And what sort of acceleration?
It's 5.5 seconds to 100 kilometers.
And have you had to make many changes to the suspension or the geometry setup?
Yes, we have modified the suspension. As you can see, the car is sitting quite low. We have also modified the brake system. It's not original, it's ours. and giving the car a lower position gives its lower center of gravity and thus more stability on the road.
So it's not really an off-roader anymore.
It's not an off-roader. Many people here ask us if they can take this car to the desert. I wouldn't advise that.
Not a good idea. I also see that you've done a lot to the interior of the car.
Yes, we have actually refined the leather work on the original, and we have put in some original carbon parts. The steering wheel is completely original, the shift knob is original, the pedal sets, also the illumination step is also done originally. Besides that, we are actually open to hear our customers
so they can do more to the car.
On what
but as it is, for example, this car here, if I wanted to buy this, how much would it be?
This is $315,000 in UAE.
$315,000. I think that's where I have to take my leave. Thank you very much, Dimitri.
Thank you.